Islington's queer history, wider Islington LGBTQIA+ project, video 18. The Salmon and Compass. The Salmon and Compasses. This is actually on the edge, more or less, of Clerkenwell. So, like some of the others, it could qualify as the Clerkenwell videos, but I'm doing the wider whole of Islington. I may make notes for my channel to distinguish between the two. The Salmon Compasses was a gay bar in the early 1990s. It had cabaret events, often drag events. It was an unthreatening atmosphere. It was considered a gay-friendly bar, and thus London Friend volunteers often used this pub as a relative safe space for those coming out. So after meetings in Caledonian Road, a bit further up Caledonian Road, is where London Friend is based, but it's not a long walk to get up to the where what the Salmon and Compasses was. There's a tunnel, a canal tunnel under Islington, right under Angel, and there's a path that follows Chapel Market and then continues past is it Eckington Street, Half Moon Estate, and above Muriel Street is the western entrance of the tunnel, and so it's very, it's not far from that part of the canal. And Winford Street, that's the way. See, I'm being distracted again, but I can imagine it's a great place. I mean, there's other really good places as well, such as Central Station. But just to explain something about the Salmon and Compasses, it derives its name from William Salmon, who built the whole block of buildings in that western half of Chapel Market. But the pub was the only surviving place. A lot of the rest just got demolished. I mean, there's Islington Police Station next to it. There's a Sainsbury's car park, and there's a whole pile of shops as part of Chapel Market. But the Salmon and Compasses has changed since the 1990s. It's had several other name changes. At one point, it just became the Compass, I think, or the Compasses. Was it something like that? It's still running as a pub, but the nature of UK, British pubs, they change often, and often they're closed down and redeveloped into residential properties. That's the shame of it, and that's why, as much as we can, we need to support pubs. We need to support LGBTQIA plus friendly places, because there are fewer such places. I remember seeing an installation at University of Arts London where they were campaigning for more queer spaces, because there are very few dedicated spaces. There are some places that are LGBTQIA plus friendly, and they do accept installations, events, meetings. There's, for instance, the Transistry, um, the celebration of 10 years of um, the Museum of Transology, which happened earlier this year at the University of Arts. But again, I'm digressing because I'm talking about just across the border in Camden. But just to go back to London Friend, because they were an offshoot of the campaign for homosexual equality from the early 70s, from this fragmentation. Um, they had a place in Upper Street, they moved to Seven Sisters Road for a while, and then they settled in Caledonian Road. They provide counselling services, a helpline, support groups. They have a library of lesbian and gay books, and they provide training for volunteers for people supporting LGBTQIA plus people. And in 2011, the accommodation in Caledonian Road was threatened. It was up for grabs, but they were able to secure it within a year. Now, I looked back on other info about um, London Friend. I knew a trans woman who worked there who had also been in the civil service, but sadly lost touch with her. But there's other people. Oh, yeah, about the safeguarding of this building. There was fundraising activities in 2011. There was even a single by Andi Fragg's called Reality. I'll put a link in the description. It's great. It's the best mode style song, I would say. But there was also fundraising at Madame Jojo's, another place that existed in Soho but has since been lost. Um, so thanks for watching. Bye for now.